Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf channel. Your source for the Red Pill Truth. We are going to touch up a topic of the day. This was brought to my attention to help take a good look at what is a Sigma male. Who is this lone wolf warrior who just wants to go out, explore nature, go out, walk his own path, follow his own path, do his own thing? So, what sets him apart from the list of male in the social hierarchy? What sets him apart? So, who is this lone wolf? All right. So, who is this guy? So, who is the guy that we're talking about? He has the same traits as the alpha male. The beta male hates his guts. For what reason? I don't know. So let's go ahead and dig in, shall we? Let's figure out who is this person. Okay? Who is this lone wolf? A lot of people are over here fascinated about who this lone wolf person is. Does he hurt people? Does he go out and do random attacks? The answer is not necessarily, unless somebody goes up to him and slaps him, then you may respond. If you know what I'm trying to say. The Sigma male despises the social hierarchy. He rejects it. He also rejects what society defines a man. Are you following me now? Are you following me now? Because these men are introverted. These people are sometimes called lone wolves or wanderers. They walk a more solitary path in life. The archetypal Sigma male defined above all in tendency to forsake the traditional social dominance hierarchies of modern society. He hates it. He hates the label. He hates where he's placed at in the pyramid. He hates it. The only thing that the Sigma male shares traits with is an alpha male. Even the alpha male and the beta male both hate the Sigma male because they cannot figure him out. He is mysterious. He is enigmatic. He's a dominant introvert. He's a great problem solver. They walk outside of the traditional social dominance, sets them apart, and makes them difficult. Okay, archetypal Sigma male defined above all the tendency to forsake the traditional social dominance hierarchies of a modern society. In other words, they walk their own path. They mind their own business. So there are 3 types of Sigma males out there. So you got the black sheep misfits, which is the first one. So you got the second one, which is a nomad. Then you got the third type, which is a visionary. No, I'm going to go over that, each 3 of those types with you. three of them agree on the same program that being a Sigma male is. They all agree on the same thing. They want their freedom, their financial independence. They want to do their own thing and let people do them. They do themselves, and so on. Okay? The black sheep misfits, so to speak. These are the outcasts. Here's the drawback of being a Sigma male. The drawback is not getting the full package in life. They close himself off for what could be a blessing. Many people become introverts through circumstances in life. Maybe the family pushed them apart, away. Maybe the family rejected them because they were different. Maybe the society put too much pressure on these people and they just couldn't handle it no more. They decided to go walk their own solitary path. Sometimes they're called lone wolves and wanderers, as I said. And originally attributed by Vox Day as the system that describes how men and boys relate to one another, organize themselves into different archetypes, okay? Now, these archetypes categorize men based on who they are, how they behave, and their inclination on who likely to be, how they perceive by the other gender in a sexual marketplace, so to speak. So if you want to explore Vox's Day videos, go for it. So this is what landed you here today. We're going beyond with Sigma Male, meaning what answering the pressing questions that landed you here. Okay? So there's a quiz that you could take to see if you're a Sigma male. I took the quiz and I am a Sigma male. And what motivates a Sigma male? Something that he's interested in will motivate him. The Sigma male versus the Alpha male. Well, they got the same traits. One's extroverted, which is the Alpha male. The introvert is the Sigma male. Do you get what I'm coming at? All right? Sigmas are not invested in tribal connections. They rather build their own tribe. Okay? Personality difference between the Alphas and the Sigmas. All right? Which do women prefer? I don't know. I'm not a female, so I don't know. Traits of a Sigma male is nonconformity, self-sufficiency, independence. They don't need the social hierarchy to thrive. Adaptability, self-priority. They love to be alone because companionship slows them down. And sometimes, if there is a female that follows along with the same program as a Sigma male, then they could bond and then go out and adventure. They don't need attention and strive to be invisible, so to speak. Now, there are going to be kids and children in school going out cosplaying and mocking the actual lone wolves. You might want to go ahead, let them, warn them once, tell them to stop obsessing over it. That some people become loners through circumstance. All right? Now, let's talk about the test. Are you a Sigma male? You constantly frustrated by society's obsession with the alpha male? I am. Are you tempted to go against the grain? I always go against the grain myself. Do you legitimately enjoy being alone? Yeah, yes, I do. Now, benefit of the Sigma male lifestyle. Benefits is freedom, attraction, efficiency. And the drawbacks of being a Sigma male, you don't have a tribe, and the journey can be challenging, so to speak. Now, in case if you don't know who the Sigma male is, all right, Keanu Reeves and the Doctor on Doctor Who, and Hardboard on the Vikings. Okay? Now, the zodiac signs are listed below, okay? Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? Top 10 male, Sigma male quotes got Frank Kafka, Jean-Paul Sartre, Wayne Dyer, Aristotle, Anthony Burgess, Aldous Huxley, William Manchester, Albert Einstein, Arthur Schopenhauer, Nikola Tesla. They enjoyed their introverted life, creating things, benefit society, but refuse to take credit. So is the social hierarchy real? It is. So how do you know which one fits in the social hierarchy? What are the traits that you have to look for? What are the traits? So we're going to take a good look at this. Social hierarchy, okay, the alpha and the sigma, they share the same traits. They're on, and the sigma decides to sit outside the hierarchy, as you see on this sign right here. Now, they live as a lone wolf in a modern social hierarchy. They live as a lone wolf. It's hotly debated. Man who goes his own way, MGTOW. Man going his own way, living as a lone wolf. And these are mysterious men. Okay, they grab attention of women that are interested in getting to know them, wondering what makes them, you know. Now, I'm going to cover the Sigma male versus MGTOW. MGTOW, there are a lot of men out there playing characters, and they're going up there in social media acting fools, distorting the real meaning of men going their own way. They distort it by sharing undesirables on their own pages. They share undesirable pictures of barflies on their pages to tell everybody sniff test, you know. They made a laughing stock out of the actual philosophy. It's not a movement. So, it's like feminism. It's actually a philosophy, not a movement. But a lot of people just sure do cozy up to it. And the men who believe in the MGTOW philosophy tend to identify strongly with the Sigma archetype. And there's others that like to cosplay and play this little character, play around like little orphan heathens out in the desert. They don't know their backside from a hole in the ground. Okay? The Sigma males see the idea of walking away from social dominance hierarchy, becoming a lone wolf, as synonymous with men going his own way, walking away from society, destroyed by feminism. But on the meantime, What makes MGTOW different? They're almost just like feminism, contradicting themselves, sharing sniff tests and having everybody run up there like filthy dogs, licking their tongues at their lips. I'm like, which is it? Are you going to abandon the plantation mindset and go your own way? Or you're going to be just like the feminism? Or you're going to be just like them? Create problems out of thin air and make fools out of yourself. Being a Sigma male abandons the plantation mindset. Marriage is seen as a broken contract without reinforcement or modifications. The moment a man says, I do, he already lost 50% of his assets, 50% of what he owns. He already lost. So this is one reason why most Sigma males were actually created out of chaos, created through circumstances, so to speak. And there is a statistic shows that divorces 80% are initiated by women. If you want to debate me on this, go look it up. It's on CDC website. All right. Now, anyways, despite the obvious ideological link between Sigma male archetype and MGTOW, there, actually, it don't fit, so to speak. All right. And I am going to let you take a good look, all right, at this. I'm going to let you take a good look at this. What motivates a Sigma male, all right? Well, we're going to go through and take a good look at this, all right? The Sigma male marches the beat of an own drum. He leaves people alone. He doesn't bother a soul. Okay, if the alpha male is the king, he's served by the court filled with beta males, and then the Sigma males traveling board. Okay, the storyteller or wanderer who visits the king, all right? May dine with the king, may hone the king's favor. But like I said, he'll read the room. It may earn him respect. All right. So, for the Sigma male, the true journey itself is a true goal. What the Sigma male wants to do is go and free himself from all these trappings from the society itself. Now, the beta male does not like the Sigma male. All right. Now, here's the difference between the alpha and the Sigma, right here in a nutshell. The Sigma appeases nobody but himself, typically avoids social hierarchy, self-sufficient outside of hierarchy, independent mentality, occasionally social. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the alpha side. The alpha, strives to maintain his public image, competes in the social hierarchy, self-sufficient within the hierarchy, tribe mentality, extremely social. Now look at these two distinct differences. And believe it or not, the Sigma male can lead if he wants to, but he chooses not to. Because it's not his thing. You follow me on this? He don't please the masses. He will lead when needed to. All right. Unlike the Alpha King, he has little interest in competing with the social dominance hierarchy that rise to the top of the social order. He has zero desire to do so. The Sigma male willingly forfeits the benefits of the Alpha position. He basically likes to go at it alone in life. He does it because he sees the benefits of the Sigma archetype as superior when you filter them for cost and value, so to speak. So, unlike the Alpha archetype, Sigma doesn't have to play political games or run every thought process through a tribe mentality filter to produce the results he wants in life. You know, the tribe mentality, that's following the herd mentality. Which, myself, I find the photo of a wolf in sheep's clothing very offensive. Okay, I don't know what the photo means to you visually. To me, it tells me that the wolf is following the herd mentality. Even though the sheep's skin is over the wolf's body. And that itself is very offensive. It counters the actual part of what the lone wolves are actually doing in life. They follow their own path. These self-sufficient as men get, alphas are also self-sufficient. Though part of their self-sufficiency comes from investments into social dominance hierarchy that they choose to be a part of. Okay, Sigmas are not interested in tribal connections. All right. So the alpha males tend to spend more resources building tribe and climbing through hierarchies. Okay, they reap the rewards of strong tribal connection, tribal resource, lighter social status. In other words, he's top dog. All right. Sigma male shuns the social responsibilities of alphas, at least in theory. All right. He sees the resource investment as a tribe as a high risk, low reward. The Sigma sees a delicate framework of social dominance as a fragile house of cards. And I agree with him on that. He chooses to walk away from it because he sees it as smarter, more self-sufficient than hedging his bets on what unreliable humans may choose to do. Perhaps oversimplification, but he served to lay the groundwork base of the Sigma male archetype, how it affects everything. All right? He has an equal social ranking as alpha male. Consider introverted alpha. Yes. All right? Calm and collected at all times. Does not have want a lot of friends. Does not care what other people think about him. High intelligent. Very deep thinker. Never seeks validation from others. Doesn't care what others are doing. Will rebel against ideas or rules that he sees as stupid or inefficient. Very difficult to get to close. It's very difficult to get close to the Sigma. And he's highly attractive to women, so to speak. Are you getting this? Now, let's go ahead and find out what this article really says. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see Sigma males and alpha males tend to have very different temperaments and personality types. These personality types definitely play in an archetype which man will gravitate toward. For example, I'm an alpha male. I intentionally choose this path because several of my strongest personality traits give me huge strength. Alpha archetype arena, for example. I'm highly extroverted. I have natural talent for reading people. People energize me. Strong natural leadership skills. I have emotional high intelligence. I'm highly empathetic. Those are for extroverts. All right, they're extroverted. They got to be people person. Now, um, now, if I were to walk away from the dominance hierarchy that I go my own way as a Sigma male, I would fail to maximize return on my most significant personal strength. So, let's take a good look at this. Since people energize me, I'll probably be exhausted by the solitary life of this wandering Sigma. The Sigma actually energizes himself because solitude becomes his friend. All right? Sure, these personality traits could help me as a Sigma male, but in the end, after taking my personal strength into account, it's far more valuable than the use of my natural talents and abilities to pursue the passive of an alpha. So look, listen. So many religious institutions nowadays focus on reaching out to the lost souls, but they fail to realize there are introverts and don't get in their personal space. Because, I'm going to tell you why. Getting into the introvert's personal space will result in rebellion. Please, for the sake of the Sigma, don't get in their spaces. Because you will get hurt. Your feelings will get hurt. Just warning you ahead of time. Now, as an alpha male who exists on the top of social dominance hierarchies in my life, would be fulfilling the biggest personality type advantage by choosing to walk a path of a Sigma male. Well, you know what? You be embracing solitude. So, alphas got high status and power. So these benefits for the Sigma males are automatically going to struggle with both. And but see, the Sigma male don't like the hierarchy or social dominance. They hate it. See, it's no secret that women love men with high status and power. So, and evolution has favored women who prefer men who possess the attributes that confer benefits and do dislike men who possess attributes that impose cost, so to speak. Now, Sigma male brings new few of their own advantages to the table. They are characterized by mystery and fluidity of their solitary lives, but also characterized by how they're impossible to tie down into a normal relationship. Women, if you are looking at a man and his aura is grabbing your attention, more than likely that man is a Sigma male. And these men cannot be manipulated. You can try, but you're going to be the one who wants to manipulate them will wind up getting manipulated at the end. Be careful, because the tables can turn. The unattainability of prolonged, secure romantic relationship with a Sigma male sets them apart from the betas, even from the alphas to a certain extent. This is why the betas hate the Sigma males. This is no joke. Both attributes drive women crazy in a good way. In fact, Esther Perel described a relationship between mystery and desire quite poetically in her book, Mating in Captivity, Unlocking Erotic Intelligence. So, love enjoys knowing everything about you. Desires need mystery. Love likes to shrink the distance that exists between me and you, while desire is energized by it. If intimacy grows through repetition and familiarity, eroticism is numbed by repetition. It thrives on mysterious, the novel, and the unexpected. That was in her quote called in her book Mating in Captivity. So the only one who fits that description is a Sigma. Now, the Sigmas don't really care about relationship. They just want to work on their own, do their own thing, work out, build the better version of themselves in a healthy way possible. So, looking at the character Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford in Star Wars movies, you could tell that's a Sigma male. He doesn't conform to society standards. He's self-sufficient, independent. He doesn't need a social circle to thrive. Adaptable and cunning. Prioritizes his wants and needs. Love to be alone. He doesn't need attention. That's the 7 traits of a lone wolf, Sigma male. Okay? And Sigma males can come in different colors of skin, nationalities, and they are nonconformists. All right? They're self-sufficient and independent. They don't need a social dominance hierarchy to thrive. Adaptability, self-priority. They are prioritized themselves. They love being alone because companionship slows them down. So they don't need attention to thrive, to be invisible. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to read all of these, but I'll just let you know in the video here. Now, nonconformity, okay? Now, above all, if true Sigma male is a nonconformist, he marches to the beat of his own drum. Not band, drum. If the crowds are following the path to the right, the Sigma will tend to strike out on his own and go left. If there are many reasons why this is the case, firstly, because the Sigma makes males value different things other than men. Than other men, actually. I'm sorry. Almost every other archetype is going to place a priority on how a certain action or trend will affect social status. Sigmas only are an outlier on this front. They systematically rule out societal pressure and expectations as useless. So, their decisions are based purely on intrinsic value that they're pursuing rather than being extrinsic value placed on something by society or the masses. You follow me? I'm not searching for my other half because I am not a half. The unknown said that. Out of our vulnerabilities will come your strength. Sigmund Freud, alright? The Sigma male is perhaps the most self-sufficient of all male archetypes. So, it's not uncommon for a Sigma male to wander or travel. They might not even own a house or an apartment. They may just be comfortable with nothing but a backpack of essentials as they would be with a home of their own. The reason for this, Sigmas are strong natural survivors. Okay? Since Sigmas are always lone wolves, they quickly adapt to taking care of themselves. Alrighty? They feed themselves or earn their own money. They pay their own bills, they provide themselves their own company, nurturing companionship and value in life. This is why women go after these kind of men. There's something about them that grabs their eyes and they can't stop looking at them. You see? If they want something, they go out and get it. If they need something, they find a way to acquire it on their own. They call no other man master. They submit to no one. Now, third, they don't need these social hierarchies to thrive. Sigma males are definitely loners, but that doesn't mean they never spend time with other people. Okay, to get into the Sigma's trusted circle, you're going to have their backs at all times. If you even go against them and it gets to them, you may find yourself alone. Don't stab the Sigma male in the back because they never forget or forgive or forget. They may work standard job, may even spend time with friends, family, or dating partners. Note, they can date if they want to. All these situations will require a certain level of assimilation in their respective social dominance hierarchy. Remember I said their respective social dominance hierarchy. They're introverts. If the Sigma male rises to the challenge in a truly effective fashion, make no mistake, okay? Make no mistake, he is capable of escaping reliance upon these hierarchies. In other words, he may go to work and do his work dutifully, but he never depended on his boss or coworkers or income to maintain his life and our happiness. If he grows tired of what that specific workplace, walking away is easy for him. Oh, get this. Even if he's well liked or well respected by other members of those hierarchies, he naturally avoids entangling himself away, and that walking away would be problematic for him. In this nature of Sigma male, he's willing to walk away and strike out on his own. So if you have a Sigma male working for you, treat him like a delicate flower. Because if you don't, he will walk away from you. Adaptability is very also important. Adaptability. Most important factor in survival is either neither intelligent nor strength, but adaptability. Sigma males are highly adaptable by nature. Okay? So, right? For example, a Sigma male will start attending a Catholic church service, start to wear a crucifix, carry a rosary, observe Catholic rites. He may even attend events as regularly as any other member of the church. But don't mistake his temporary social participation for permanent assimilation into the hierarchy. This is what makes Sigma different from the Alpha. The Alpha male will be constantly aware of how his action within the church will affect his position at the top of the hierarchy, because his position with the hierarchy is valuable to him. Are you getting this? A Sigma, on the other hand, rejects all notions of climbing the hierarchy. If he assimilates to any degree, it is probably he finds a measure of personal value in it, or he wishes to share an experience for his own enjoyment, fulfillment, or benefit. You can be sure he's fully capable of walking away from it without a second thought. At some point, he probably will. Now, Self-priority. A Sigma male puts his own dream and happiness over everyone and everything else. It may sound similar to the ideology of an alpha, to a point very similar, but there's one profound difference. Alright? The alpha male will always prioritize a high valued member of the tribe over themselves. Okay? For the alpha, tribal investment often take precedence over his own wants, needs, and desires. This is part of the sacrifice of being an alpha. But the Sigma males reject the notion that tribal investments will lead to worthwhile benefits. Alright? They are also concerned with appearance, how they perceived by others. They don't want anything to do with the tribe unless the tribe serves a rational, practical purpose for them in the short term. You're much more likely to find a Sigma male alone in his apartment or working on his business or his goals. He prioritizes these goals over everything else in life. Even when he dates, he doesn't date to take care of the woman or enter into a typical relationship. He's a free spirit. He dates for enjoyment, novelty, and new experience because he is a, bedroom fun being with bedroom fun desires. Alright? He's perfectly willing to walk away from the relationship if it ever ceases to be worth the investment to him. This is how a Sigma male prioritizes himself at all times. Did you know that? They love to be alone because companionship slows them down. So, a Sigma male often sees companionship as hindrance to do what they truly want in life. Since they care very little about how others perceive them, human relationships are often tedious and meaningless to them. For a Sigma, it is glaring obvious that companionship comes with baggage, according to them. They tend to offer very little to no value to the counterbalance of this baggage. Alright? Sure, Sigmas may develop a few close, intimate friendships that truly enrich their lives. But aside from this, humans aren't going to be worth their time or effort. So that's what being a Sigma male is all about, okay? Did you know that? Besides, travel with companions is more expensive, require more effort, and then less efficient. Couple this with the Sigmas or natural, fast-moving when motivated. You quickly realize most humans can't keep up with them anyways. I had one friend who was a Sigma male. He was very careful about how he spent his socialization time. I messaged him about every 2 weeks if he wants to hang out. Last time I messaged him, this is how he responded. Hey, so, what's up? Thank you for the invite, but I'm not ready to meet up just yet. Well, you know what? He takes control of his social energy, use it exactly the way he wants to use it. See, people want to tie him down, and they want to tie him down and make demands. Failure to realize that these people can walk away at any given time for any purpose deemed necessary because of the fact that it is necessary for him to enjoy his solitude. Number 7, they don't need attention to strive to be invisible. This perhaps the most misunderstood Sigma male trait. Sigma males actually strive to be invisible. Okay, in a meeting, they would try to stay out of the spotlight. They would go in the back of the room and listen and observe. At work, they either need or desire recognition for their effort or performance. They would rather just be left alone to fulfill their duties in peace. They don't strive to be in the limelight. They don't want people to look at them and think highly or poorly of them. They don't need their good deeds to be known or published. They don't want a public image. They don't care if anyone recognizes him or not. Why? Because Sigmas they're not driven by outside validation or praise. They're loners. The trapping of society and praise of fellow humans hold little or to no value to them. They live a majority of their lives in their own mind. They don't travel to other countries to brag about it to their friends. They're just likely to travel, return, never mention it to anyone. They're very secretive. All right? They don't publish blogs because they hope to become famous. They don't publish a blog post because they wanted to publish for their own creative expression and enjoyment. Perhaps most importantly, don't mistake Sigma's rejection of society as a response to being hurt or alienated. That right there is actually an Omega trait, and don't be confused with the Sigma behavior. Sigmas don't reject society because they were hurt or now shunning themselves or feeling sorry for themselves. Unlike Omega, Sigmas have not given up on society out of frustration. Okay? They reject society they reject society for one reason alone. They never cared about it in the first place. And now, take a good look at this. As I have already covered this, obsession with the alpha male. Are you tempted to go against the grain? Do you legitimately enjoy being alone? Now, there are drawbacks. There are benefits. There's freedom, attraction, efficiency. Now, drawbacks is they don't have a tribe. And they create their own dominance hierarchy. Journey can be challenging. And Keanu Reeves is a true Sigma male. The Doctor on Doctor Who, harbored the Vikings. It's very important to know this. So, Capricorns tend to have all of these here. So, isolation is the best way to know ourselves. When you're lonely, and when you're alone, you're in bad company. Now, I'm going to put this in here in the description box. All right. Now, the Sigma male often says this quote in the line: "It's better for me to walk alone instead of following the mentally enslaved sheeple down to the path of destruction." Now, this is very important to take note because Sigma males do exist. Be them young, middle-aged, or old, and come from every walk of life you can imagine. They could be a Muslim, they could be a Christian, they could be agnostic, whatever religious label that's being passed around. The Sigma males hate the social dominance hierarchy. All right. Anyways, I'm glad that we already talked about this. And the lone wolves do not care what anybody thinks of them. They're mainly focusing on improving themselves, working on bettering their health, living the best life that they can possibly live. The introverted alphas have known to have Sigma male personalities. All right. So, the drawback of being a Sigma male is, well, they get lost in their own thoughts. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, it's very important to recognize this. All right? It's very important to recognize what a Sigma male is. What makes them unique? What makes them stand out? Because if you do try to provoke them, they will make you pay. All right? The best thing I could tell you is avoid them at all costs. All right? Avoid them at all costs. Yes. And they do not belong to any packs. Right? So the Sigma male and the Alpha are equal. So that's very important to take note. They don't play by the rules, they make their own rules. Anyways, I'm going to include this here into the description. As I said, he's a lone wolf. He's not influenced by society norms. He's self-reliant. Okay, he's the adventurer. Introvert, as I said, he does not have. He's comfortable in his own skin. He influences others without even realizing it. He doesn't play by anyone's rules but his own, which they're oftentimes into trouble on the job or in places. He's just being himself, making his own rules for life. He doesn't even care what anyone thinks of him. He's emotionally intelligent. He avoids drama. He'll stand up for other people, even help de-escalate conflict when he can. All right? He's highly motivated, successful. He shies away from commitment. He's incredibly charming. And they're loners by default. They embrace their own personality, care about less about what others say. They listen well. They stay low key about their goals. They have an obscure moral compass. They're risk takers. All right. And anyways, this is something very important for people to understand that Sigma males do not, I repeat, do not follow the norm in life. So anyways, I'm done with this video, and leave me a comment or two, and I'm going to put the links to the articles in the description so you can read them when you get a chance. I want to say thank you and peace out.